Hey guys, John Jim here. Welcome to episode 3 of Supervillain Spotlight. In this spotlight, we'll be taking a look at one of the most powerful, the most deadly, and probably one of the most misunderstood supervillains in all comic bookdom, let alone the Marvel Universe, and that is the Master of Magnetism, Magneto. Um, Magneto's backstory is a bit of a tragedy. He grew up during the Holocaust. He is his parents. He saw his parents, his friends, his family, loved ones, all victims of the Holocaust, and he saw the evil that men could do during that time, and it scarred him. It changed him. Um, his perspective of the world during that time, and now he made a vow that he would never let that happen to his people again. Never allow his people to be subjugated to that sort of cruel and criminal way of life that people subjugate themselves onto these his people. So once he discovered his mutant power, magnetism, he made a vow to protect and proceeded with the evolution of mutant kind, and which is probably one of the reasons why Magneto is so misunderstood. He has a very, very noble cause. His cause into preserving mutant kind, to make sure that his race will not be subjugated to a Holocaust or even worse, genocide. As far as humanity goes, who wants to exterminate them. um, which which is great by a lot of people. But what makes him a villain is that he takes that stuff to an extreme. He does some things that are way out of hand and a lot of the times uncalled for. With the incident that many people bring up, one of his most famous deeds was the fact that he did what he did to that submarine and launched those nuclear missiles. That's probably one of the defining acts for Magneto to date, ever. So yeah, that was what set him on top as far as a villain goes. But he's incredibly powerful, though. He has a right to be feared because he is the master of magnetism. The entire globe is encompassed with magnetism, so the entire globe, the entire world, is basically his plaything. He can draw from anywhere in the globe at any time because, like I said, the entire globe is encompassed by magnetism, and so he basically can never run out of his power. Until he gets fatigued, I guess. And what makes him more of an awesome supervillain is that he's formed teams such as the Masters of Evil, or the not Masters of Evil, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and so he has leadership ability. What makes him even more of a feared person. He is very smart. He's intelligent. He helped develop Cerebro with Professor Xavier, so he has knowledge of making inventions, and his helmet is a prime example of his ingenuity. That being, when he wears his helmet, telepaths can not read his mind when he has that helmet on. So he has some ingenious capabilities as far as electronics go. I mean, electronics and magnetism pretty much go hand in hand. With that type of stuff. But he does show his compassionate side, though. He once was married, and he truly does love his former wife, who died, and his two children are the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. So he is capable of love. He's capable of showing compassion to other people. But I fear he is filled with so much hatred and so much full of spite towards regular humans, that ultimately gets in the way, and that makes what makes Magneto, to me, sort of a fallen hero, because he does have that potential to do so much good, but the stuff that he's seen, the anger and hatred that he holds in himself for fellow human beings, um, ultimately makes him a bad guy, and he can't look past that. So, um, yeah, as far as other entertainment goes, he's been in the movies, of course. He's had video games. He's been a playable character in Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Um, yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff, and right now and currently in the comic books, he's part of the Nation X thing, which is I haven't read much of it yet, but I'm glad to see him back. And yeah, it's gonna be great as far as people Magneto fans are. Many people are Magneto fans. He has a sort of a cult following, and it's great to see him back in the regular comic book continuum. But in the next super villain spotlight, we took a look at a DC character that is Sinestro, who has been very intriguing and been in the spotlight